What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Real Sense 98, aka Domo, but you already know though. It's been a while since I posted a video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you can clearly see from my background, I'm in here at the mechanic shop. It's a beautiful Saturday, nice and windy today. And I just had something in my mind as of recently, having a great conversation with one of my fellow family members and stuff like that. And we were talking about somewhat about money and somewhat about success and stuff like that, in a sense where everybody goes ahead and have their own mind when it comes to success. Everybody has their own idea of it. You know what I'm saying? Some people just people think that working a 9 to 5 is successful. Some people think that being a millionaire is successful. Some people just being just 100% comfortable and having all the bills paid, and as long as the bills are paid, they're comfortable. Excuse me. Having the bills paid and they're comfortable, and that's what goes ahead and defines success to them, which is also cool. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I think when it comes to success, I think it depends on that individual who defines it. You got people out here who will think of success making six figures, $100,000 in a year. You know what I'm saying? And because you're not making $100,000 in a year, people will go ahead and look at you like you're insignificant, that you're not nothing. But like one thing I don't understand is that the person that's quote unquote making that $100,000 in a year, um, they could be happy, they could be not be happy. That really depends on them. But like that person who's not making that six figures in a year, maybe that person is genuinely happy with their life, and maybe they're a lot more like they might be a lot more satisfied in other areas in their life other than that part. So I don't understand how a person could go ahead and justify um, a person or somebody else based off of sometimes their income and whatever like that. It's just something that it's just a conversation that we had. It was a little bit of a heated conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be talked about because in today's society, we are very judged based off of everything that we do. So it's really normal for it to be like that. Um, but like some people like if I were to go ahead and justify what I think success is, I think again number one, the success it depends on you. Like whatever you think success is, that's how you uh, think is success. Like I don't blame nobody for thinking this or thinking that. You know what I'm saying? However, you do got people out there they're like, oh man, you're making six figures. That's it. This, that, and third. Wow, or oh wow, you're only making 50K. Man, you should be making like 80K or whatever like that in the year. But honestly, success is defined by you. Whatever you consider successful in your own image and your own mind, or whatever you compared or look up to as success, that's on you. That's individualized, bro. Don't ever go ahead and compare where you're coming from, right, or what it is that you want to do to somebody else's. You always go ahead and follow your own lane no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing I realize about life, people always got something to say. They always got something to say. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and just stay focused, stay in your lane when it comes to creating the success that you want in your own personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, like for example, the conversation I had before, somebody would think making six figures is successful. Working a 9 to 5, getting promoted or growing into leadership, and rising up the ranks to the six-figure mark is successful. Where in my mind, excuse me, all right, I just had a phone call coming. I had to ignore that phone call real quick. But yeah, where in my mind, I did say like, yeah, six figures is cool, whatever like that. But like, I'm not putting my mind into six figures. My mind's kind of thinking bigger than that. I think millionaire status, in my personal opinion, is truly like successful. And when I mean by millionaire status, it could be in any sorts of way. Whether you making millionaire status through cash flow, millionaire status through net worth. Just the word million just sounds so good to me in my ears compared to the six-figure mark. Now I get it, right? Realistically, maybe the six-figure mark would be a lot more achievable and a lot more. And then don't be wrong, like getting to six figures is not the easiest thing to do either. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. I never really made six figures in my life before either, but you know, it is an incredible mark to reach. But like how I guess how I look at it is, and going based off the conversation that I had yesterday. Um, Again, whatever you define as success is up to you. Um, but like I know some people go ahead and like they compare themselves to whatever they feel like they could go ahead and achieve, which is cool, you know, which is all right. It's normal, you know. But like, uh, and it also goes ahead and play a part of where like where your mindset is thinking. Like the other day I was watching a YouTube video and I just found out recently that there's something called a Lamborghini yacht. I didn't even know that Lamborghini even make yachts, yo. And that just blew my mind and it made me inspired. Like, yo, there's people out here in yachts, but not just any kind of yachts. It's a Lamborghini yacht. Yo, I was just like, yo, that is different. I never knew something like that exists. It just opened my mind and inspired me to go more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's how I kind of detect success. It's just the fact that there's something out there that seems so out of reach, but it's possible to reach it as long as you get your mind going to it, going towards it. You know what I'm saying? And again, more back to the conversation that I had yesterday. I had an individual that I was speaking to. He defines success of statistically speaking. This is making six figures. Making six figures is it's like where successful people find that, because not a lot of people are making six figures, which I understand, which I totally understand, which I totally agree on. And then he was showing me like the statistics of single men making that amount. Like only like about 10% of men are making like over like 70K. Single men making over 70K and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's what you're comparing yourself to. You're comparing yourself to a statistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking the statistic. I'm not saying anything about the statistic. I'm not even judging the person for how he even view the statistic or how he's comparing himself to a statistic. I'm like, cool, great. Like for you, you're looking at that like, okay, that's your highest high. That's what you want to compare yourself to, or that's how you want to dictate your success to. That's fine, cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But like for me, I'm looking at that personally as a when I look at that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's just a statistic. Like 10% of single men making over 70K, cool, great. Like I'm pretty much there in my of the 10%, if that's pretty much the case. But now for me, I think I just kind of for me, just me personally, maybe because it's been the books that I've been reading, but I don't even look at six figures as something like glamorous anymore, bro. Like I feel like in this day and age, like six figures really just not enough. You gotta be I think like more beyond that. Where somebody like for him, that's probably his top. For me, I'm looking at it like that's kind of like the lowest, bro. That's like kind of like a mandatory thing. Like if you're not making fucking six figures, bro, like you're struggling out here. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm like, okay, I'm looking at how the guys like that is doing way bigger, like way better than the six figures mark. Um, like what is it that they're doing? I'm comparing myself to the guys who are like to the top of the top. The geniuses in the world and around the world, the people who even like understand how money works and understand how to make money flow. And I'm talking about like the Warren Buffetts, the Jeff Bezos, the Mark Zuckerbergs, even people that are more locally like the Andrew Tates, uh, Patrick Bet David, those type of guys, like those type of guys. And I met Patrick Bet David, one of the guys who is a successful businessman. I met him personally, and then I seen that, and then just having that inspiration and knowing that there's a man out there that is doing something that is very incredible, and be able to perform at the top of the top. That's what I look up to compared to somebody that's I don't know, at a corporate job that's probably a director. That's what somebody else is looking at. Maybe somebody else is looking at a director of the company, but like, yo, this person's really successful. This is where my mind is looking at it doing, and that's okay. That's okay. You want to know why that's okay? It's okay because that's how you define success. Like everybody look at success completely differently, and that is okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say that you got to go ahead and follow your own lane when it comes to where is it that you want to go, whatever path that you want to dictate within your own life, you know? So the moral of the story is, at the end of the day, you define success, right? You and you alone only define success. Don't not allow anybody else to come to your lane, come to, yeah, come to your lane and try to go ahead and change the way you think success should be, bro. Because honestly, that's your opinion, and this is how you see your own personal life getting into or being or becoming. Let me say that, you know. But it's your boy Real Since 98. This is a little thought process, little talk that I have. Plus, it's a video that I got to throw out there because it's been a while since I posted YouTube videos. Um, Please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy Real Since 98 again. I'm signing in now. Boom.